The two brothers were eager to see their father, so they decided to set off immediately, unaware of the dangers ahead. They drove through the night and, eventually, they arrived at the edge of a cliff, with an endless abyss below. Fortunately, there was a suspension bridge, but the control mechanism for the bridge was on the other side. Mike planned to use levitation magic, but the magic had a very short effective range. Kate came up with an idea. She suggested that Mike use the trust bridge spell to create an invisible bridge. However, Mike was a bit scared and didn't want to risk his life. So, he tied a rope around his waist and nervously took the first step. Unfortunately, he fell. Luckily, Kate pulled him back up. Kate urged him to try again because the worst result would be the same as before. Mike gathered his courage and began his second attempt. Encouraged by Kate, Mike boldly took a step forward. But just as he took his second step, he almost fell again. Kate reminded Mike that only by believing in each step he took would the bridge truly exist. With Kate's encouragement, Mike walked steadily for the next part of the journey. But as Mike had walked halfway, the rope suddenly fell down. Kate was terrified, but he pretended to remain calm and encouraged Mike not to look back, to keep moving forward. Mike reminded himself that for their father, he must reach the other side. Just as Mike was about to reach the other side, he turned around to look at Kate and suddenly realized that the rope had snapped. Mike was startled, and as a result, the bridge beneath his feet vanished. Kate was also frightened, but fortunately, Mike grabbed a rock and climbed up. Kate breathed a sigh of relief. In the end, they successfully reached the other side of the cliff. Though it was a bit risky, Mike knew that even without the rope, he could still make it. On the other side of the bridge stood a crow statue. Kate deduced that the place they were headed to might be difficult, and the direction the crow pointed to might be where they needed to go.